Hey everyone, this is Michael from Gaymerhood Builds, and we are back in Planet Coaster. Now, I honestly, oh my god, hold on, let's change this to be daytime. Um, so I had started my park and I made, I did some time lapse where I built like this little entrance gate and like I had planned out like this like tropical river and everything for people to come to my park and really struggled with the pathing and I wanted this like what I was envisioning was this large lazy river that like had a couple of spots that you could get in and out of, and there would be a lot of like pools and tropical stuff inside of the lazy river area. And then I wanted like this interaction with like the raft ride with like waterfalls and like a cave. But I mean, this lazy river's kind of huge. Now the other thing that happened was not only was it a huge pain in the butt to make some of this, and like I really wish there was like a smoothing tool for pools, but um, they don't use it. It's I made it mostly with an infinity edge because I knew it was going to go through areas where I didn't want them to get in and out, which is why I made like very specific like and maybe they're just not close enough. But look at what they're doing in my game. They don't go in it. No one has ever. They get stuck. They're all stuck. And I don't know how to get them out of it. And yeah, they just get stuck. So then I was playing around, and this is swimming depth. But I made it way too narrow. It was like the 4 meter default. So then I was playing around last night with like I just threw this other one down. Now this is wading depth, and it's 8 meters wide. It's almost too wide because I did see a really cool example of one where like it's split. So there was like waterfalls on one side and like calm on the other. And I was like, okay, this is really cool. But like, is there an ideal like depth for the the lazy river? Like, I really just can't tell. Also, do they not go this far because there's not lifeguards, or like I can't tell why they don't use it. Like why is it a bug with Planet Coaster? Is it like I can't tell why? Like I have a shop here that sells. Oh wait, that's guest services. So I do have a shop over here which the sells the stuff, right? Oh, okay, water noodles and floats and all that other stuff. So it's not that I put stuff out in it. That's just scenery. Like they come here and they buy it and then they go in. I think I've seen like one person, and I don't know. Maybe I just need like more of these closer by or whatever the case may be. Anyways, having and this is literally just me testing last night, which is why it looks like extra garbage. Like my park's already not great, but like yeah, I just I got really frustrated. The other thing I was frustrated about was like building the wave pool. I think it's way too big. Because nobody really like they went into it at one point and then like I can't get people to like use parts of this. Like there's people stuck. Like no one's ever gone in this pool. It's just like really weird behavior. And it could be that maybe there's only just this one path over here and this is the only like food and drink in here and that's the only reason that they come over here. Like and I watched these other like creators like Estan Wolf and like he's fantastic. And like Jonty from Geekism, like he's fantastic, and they have a tendency to like start at the beginning and like slowly like add a section, and like I am not as creative with the parts as they are, and like it took me forever just to build this, and it's not even like I haven't put a sign on it. I haven't like this was a real pain in the butt. Like building all the trim, everything. Like I also noticed there's not trim pieces for the round tower, which is weird. But anyways, it just was. This was a lot for me as it stood, and like I think Steam says I'm already like 9.7 hours into the game. I know other people are like hundreds of hours in. I do have a day job. I do have two small kids, so like me finding time, like I could have played last night, and I was wiped. I was like, you know what? Nope. I'm gonna lay down and I'm gonna watch some Netflix on the couch. And then I woke up at 4 in the morning on the couch. Um, anyways, it's just like so. I'm throwing away this park. Like I already have new ideas. Like I still love this idea of like the raft ride or maybe like the jungle cruise, like interacting with the water park or like them like being adjacent. Um, I think this is a better approach to like a lazy river. I probably will put like the I don't know. There might be a couple spots where I don't want to have pathing, but for the most part, like I was really trying to make these like they would come down and oh, and you know what's the other crazy thing here, and part of this is like it's so big, and I even in sandbox I probably should have turned off like water filtration and all that other stuff. You click on this, and it says the cart. It's got a capacity of 85, which I think is wild given its size. Like it's humongous. Like the wave pool has a capacity of almost 600, and this one has a capacity of 577. Like this, I don't know what I did, and I really got because it started to cut into like the hillside here. It really got kind of wonky while I was trying to build it, and I don't know if that just like totally messed it up. Plus, I was trying to flatten the ground around this. Just was an absolute bear. Like, I wish there was an easier way to like flatten the land around this. So, anyways, it's just like there's so much I've already learned that like there's no salvaging this park. Like I'm just gonna throw it away, and start over. And like maybe I'll come in here and practice some building. I've watched multiple other creators on building. I saw a video on snap kits which were fantastic, but I'm not creative enough to make a snap kit. So I need to find like a resort or tropical themed like snap kit because it I don't know, like the other thing I saw was somebody made this fantastic like omni mover slow ride that was like an underwater coral mining company, and I was like, oh my god, that's such a great idea. So I kind of have like that idea that kind of relates. I'm not as much as I want this to be like tropical themed, I want something that's heavily inspired by like Typhoon Lagoon. It's one of my just like favorite childhood memories is like Typhoon Lagoon. And then yeah, it just I love that like theming. I wish there was a little bit more like tropical or pirate like theming. I know if you use the parts right, like everything's just generic enough, and I really do have to dig in kind of like to the Viking stuff and like see like what's there. I also didn't dig into really any of the Aquatica stuff, which I do feel like you can use like the pipes and some of the Aquatica stuff on like the side of a building or something that would be like resort or tropical or tiki. But yeah, I'm just really bummed that like no one really does anything, and I really can't tell like see these people like walking all the way around. Like, okay, like, what do you? It's too much. It's too much. This guy's like way down here. What are you, lost? Like, treading water. Yeah. So I mean, maybe I'll experiment with another large pool, another large one over here, just to like see if at a different depth. Like, here, let's just try this real quick. We're gonna create a custom pool, and we're going to use the line builder. We're gonna make it. We'll make it a 10. It doesn't have to. We'll make it an 8. And then we're gonna go and we're gonna put the water jets on, and we're just gonna. Oh, and I did the thing that I always do. So we'll come here. No, stop, Bueller. And we'll just make this. Okay, now let's bring it back. You don't need to get too crazy. Alright, so now we've got, and then if I were to use the, now if I come here and I turn off water jets and I use the stamp tool, wait, what depth? Damn it! I did the one thing that I didn't want to do. Okay, so this is swimming depth. This was wading depth. This is swimming depth. So I'm coming here and I'm going to go to wading depth. I'm actually going to do a 1. And we're going to see if we can snap this in like that. And then we're going to come in and we're going to do shallow. That. And maybe like 1 more. Like that. And then, okay, so we're done like that, and then we're gonna come in. Heaven forbid anyone. Alright. So, now we've got that, and we'll go here, and we'll just, we'll connect this. Duh, I can't tell if this is a bug. Like, I see this on other people's builds, and it just drives me nuts. I can't tell why this does this. It just feels like it... Does that drive anyone else nuts? Like, it's just stupid. I'm like, what is happening here? Like, you can solve it by going that, and like that, and then you can link them, but it drives me bananas. Okay, so we've got, I guess can't reach water park entrance and want to leave. Yeah, see, people just get stuck everywhere. It's kind of nutty. All right, hold on. Stamp tool. Merge off. So let's see. Can I fix you guys? Like, can you get out now? Can y'all get out? Oh, you're kind of like, oh. Okay, so yeah, I was just recording some real time, and it looks like yeah, the game crashed exactly where it crashed last night, which is like those swimmers who got stuck on my wave pool attempt. When I added path, it crashed. It crashed last night. Same exact function. I was like, oh, I'll add some pathing, and sure enough, the game barfed. So it kind of is what it is. Like I said, I'm gonna throw away that park anyways. I've sent my bug reports to Frontier, so hopefully they're able to fix it, or at least like know what the bug is. Anyways, I including the time lapse of like me building the front entrance and me playing around with a few other things, including building the wave pool. I think I didn't record everything that I built. It's at 12x right now, so it may be a little fast, but I just wanted to show off like what I was doing. And again, I was going for like this tropical like themed entrance. I think it's too far away from like the spawning point. And I really struggled to like get the pathing the way I wanted it. And yeah, it just like none of it really turned out the way I wanted it. And instead of going back in and correcting it, especially since there's already a bug with like the wave pool and I've got all these like stuck guess, I'm just gonna start over. It's just like I've already had like a good go with like trying to watch other creators, and I feel like I've already learned a lot and already had a bunch of cool ideas. So I am gonna go from there and try to figure out my next attempt. And like, yeah, I didn't even like here, like, I mean, this building, like, for a shell of an entrance gate is okay. It definitely needed theming, and you know, it was a little bit of a struggle to figure out some of the pieces and finding like the appropriate parts and the appropriate trims and trying to get everything to like line up the way I wanted it to. I was very happy with my use of like wooden supports, but then trying to copy it like to all 6 like overhangs was a lot. Also, I wasn't like super thrilled with the whole like I want like the beachy like corrugated and like bamboo, but also like some stucco, and like I found this like stone castle piece and I was like, oh, this reminds me of like Little Pirates of the Caribbean. And if you've ever been to the Caribbean, it's just like there's definitely this stuff around, but it wasn't really giving me the like Typhoon Lagoon feel that I really wanted. So instead of again rebuilding it, I think I've just opted for like we'll just start over, and that's no big deal. So if you made it this far, thank you for watching. I'm going to think about my next park, and yeah, we'll have another video soon enough. So thanks, and follow along for more. Bye.